God. Let's give him some praise. Man, hey, I'm actually going to ask y'all to stay up just a little bit. Come on now, Caleb. You keep that guitar on, bro. I know you're just learning to play. Come on, it's Caleb's first time ever playing guitar. Can we give it up for Caleb? What an amazing job. I'm actually going to ask you all to stay up here because, man, God was just speaking. And we're actually going to sing it one more time. And we're going to sing it like we believe it. That there is nothing better than you. Nothing is better than you. You know, there's a lot of things in this world that, man, we fall in love with. A lot of things, a lot of people we fall in love with. But man, there is nothing greater than him. And I believe that he deserves all of our praise here tonight. So we're just gonna go back and we're just gonna sing that chorus. That there is nothing better than you. Come on, let's sing that out.
Oh, there's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing.
Come on, every voice just sing.
Better than you, Lord. There's nothing.
Come on, do you believe it? There is nothing.
Nothing is better than you.
There's nothing better than him. Come on, if you believe it, sing with all your heart.
Oh, there's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Come on. Better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you.
God, we just come to you right now. We just thank you that there is nothing is better than you. All the things that the world has to offer, God, there is nothing better than you. And God, we ask right now that you would meet us in this place. God, you would meet us right where we are. But God, I just pray that we don't leave here the same way. But we leave here changed because of your son, Jesus, and what he did for every single one of us on the cross. God, we love you, we thank you, and we praise you. And everybody said, amen. Amen. You guys can go ahead and take your seat. On your way back to your seat, let's give 3 people a high five here tonight. Give 3 people, come on, high five, high five, high five. That is right. Man. Thank you so much, worship team. Caleb and Caleb, killing it. Sydney, killing it. Mason, killing it. What an amazing job. What an amazing job. But, man, how many of you all are excited to be back here tonight? Come on, who's pumped for YSKO? That's right, man. I am super pumped for tonight. I believe that God has some amazing things in store. And I'm gonna ask you to turn to your neighbor and let them know, hey, God has a word for you. Come on, let them know. Now turn to your other neighbor, the one that you ignored right there, and let them know, hey, God has something for you too. Come on, let them know that God has something for them. That's right. That's right. Well, tonight, man, I am super excited. I'm gonna try not to keep you all too long because, man, how many of y'all are pumped for some inflatables tonight? Come on, yeah. That's right. Now I want to see who's pumped for the obstacle course. Come on now, who's pumped for that? Yeah. What about the water slide? Come on, yeah. That's right. What about water balloon fight? Man, I know y'all are pumped for that. Now, who's like me? Who's pumped for some free food? Come on, who's pumped for some? Amen. Amen. Jesus is moving in this place already. But yes, we are super excited for that. So I'll try not to keep you all too long, but I am super excited and just want to take a moment and say, hey, thank you so much just for coming out tonight. Now I'm going to ask you, make some noise if it's your first time here. Oh man, see, I knew that was going to happen. It was going to be their first time here and it's like, make some noise. No, I won't do it. All right, let's see. Let's show them how it works. Hey, make some noise if you've ever been here before. Come on now. Yeah, come on. Hey, y'all are already part of the family. You're part of the family, so you have to act like us now. So make some noise if it's your first time here tonight. Come on. Hey, they're learning. But anyways, for real, thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. Super excited to see what God has in store. And tonight, we're going to be talking about, the title of the message is, Who Do You Say He Is? Who do you say he is? Like, who do you really say he is? Tonight, we're going to be in Matthew chapter 16, starting in verse 13. And it says, when Jesus came to the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, who do people say the Son of Man is? Who do all these people that you're around, who do they say the Son of Man is? Like, who do they say? They replied and said, well, some say John the Baptist. Some are saying John the Baptist. Others say Elijah, and still others, Jeremiah, or just one of the prophets. That's what people are kind of saying. That they're saying some of these people, the Son of Man is some of these people. And then Jesus goes on and he says, but what about you, he asked. Who do you say I am? Who do you say I am? And that's my question really for us tonight, is who do you say he is? Who do you say Jesus really is? And I'll be honest, I'll be open with you all. Man, I haven't asked myself that question in a long time. Man, who is Jesus? Like, who is Jesus to me? Like, on a personal level, I'm making faith my own. Who is Jesus to me? And that's our question for tonight is, who do you say that he is? Honestly, who do you say that he is? See, because I truly believe that your perspective and the way that you see things truly matter. I believe that they truly matter. I believe that the way that you look at something has the power to change. I believe that the way that you look at something has the power to change. And man, right here, I look right here, and what do y'all see? I wanna hear y'all. What do y'all see right here? What do y'all see? There's a box, Amazon Prime box. Yeah, it's just a box. Right? It's just like a box. And I was kind of thinking, like, man, how many of us is it just a box? Like, it's just a box. It's just a box. Well, I remember whenever I was younger, I'm sure maybe some of you all may still be like this, I don't know, or have younger siblings. We'll say younger siblings like this. That whenever you would get a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, man, that your parent was so excited for, they would give you this box and it would have something in it. And they were like, oh, yes, they're gonna love it, but really, you love the box just as much. And you were like, oh, look at the box. It's not just a box, it's a spaceship. If I put it on me, I turn into a robot. It's so much more. And it was so much more than just a box. But how many of us just look at it and it's just a box? And it really, like, honestly, it doesn't really have your interest. It's like, oh yeah, that's an Amazon Prime box. But then if I knock it off, oh, you heard something was kind of in there, didn't you? Well, what's in there? Kind of piques your interest a little bit more. You see it a little bit differently now. Well, it's more than just a box. It's something else. What do y'all think is in there? A cat? I just murdered a cat on stage. How did you know? No, that did not happen. But what do y'all think's in there? T-shirt? Oh, money? Oh man. I don't think anyone has got it. But it kind of makes you want to know even more. Huh? Another box? Deshaun, come on up here, bro. Come on up here, Deshaun. Come on, make some noise for Deshaun. So you think it's another box? If it's another box, honestly, would you want it? Like, would you care if you got it? You would care? What if you had to pay $20 for it? No, you don't get to. You don't want it for $20? About 10. You don't want it. But what if I told you it's not a box? It's something a little bit more valuable. Yeah. You don't want it? What if I told you that I paid over $100 for it? You would want it? Does it matter a little bit more to you?
Yeah.
You see it a little bit more different now?
Yeah, I do.
Does this matter to you a little bit more now? Yeah, it does? Well, how about you open the box for us then? How about you open it for us? Man, I know you're strong. I know you got it. You got it, bro. It's just a little bit of tape. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. See something a little different in there? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. What's in there? Oh, some shoes. What kind of shoes? Some Jordans. Does that matter a little bit more now? Yeah. But see, they matter a little bit more now because you see it a little bit differently now. You see it unboxed. You see it just a little bit more different, right? It matters a little bit more. Deshaun, you can have them. For real. They're yours, bro. Yours. You got them. Hey, everyone give Deshaun a round of applause right there. Thank you, Deshaun. But see, hey, and if they don't fit, bro, just give them someone else. But hey, bless you. There you go. But see, you see it a little bit differently now. Whenever I first started, I kind of heard, it's a box. A box. It's a box, Brandon. Deshaun even went on to say, I think there's a box inside of a box. That's all it is. It's just a box. It doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't really have any value to it. It's just a box. Man, I ain't even gonna drop $10 for it. Then I said, well, what if I told you there's some value to it? Well, no, I don't really care. But it's whenever he saw the value in it, that's whenever he began to see it a little bit differently. And I think a lot of times that we don't see our relationship with Jesus to have any value in it, so we don't really care about it. We kind of made our transaction, even if we are a Christian. If you're a Christian, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I did the whole Jesus thing, and I got what I needed out of it. Now I'm good. It doesn't really have anything else for me. I think I'm good now. But that's far from true. Your relationship with Jesus has so much more value to it. And how you see Jesus has so much more value to it. How you see Jesus truly can change your life. See, I truly believe that whenever you truly see Jesus, then your life will be forever changed. Whenever you see Jesus for who he truly is, I believe that your life will be forever changed. And you'll value your relationship with him just a little bit more. But so often we don't see any value in it. And it's because we don't see Jesus the right way. We don't have our focus fixed on Jesus for who he truly is. See, we talk about better life youth, but man, so often we don't really look at the better life that Jesus has for us. We want to come in here and we want to experience all the good things, and man, I want a quick fix and I want it to be better and I want it now. We don't see Jesus the right way. So I ask you again, who do you say he is? I want to make it a little more personable. I want to ask you this question, is who is Jesus to you? Write it down, type it on your phone. I want you to ask yourself this question. Who is Jesus to you? If you had to be honest, who is Jesus to you? Is he just another man? Is he just a prophet? Is he just a good person? Let's be a little more real with it. Is Jesus still dead in the tomb to you? Is that the way that you see him? Do you see him just as someone who you can go to whenever you need something, but you're not in constant conversation with them and you don't really care about it? I mean, we all have those friendships to where it's like, man, whenever I need something, I'll go to them then. You don't really talk to them that much. You don't really care about it that much, but man, whenever you need something, you'll go to him. Who is Jesus to you? Is he just another good man, a good person? See, I truly believe that how you show Jesus is usually how you see Jesus. How you show Jesus is usually how you see Jesus. It's in your lifestyle. And who Jesus is to you, that's usually the Jesus that you'll show to other people. Man, are you caring? Are you loving? Are you forgiving? Come on now. I need a little bit of help with that one. Are you forgiving? Or do you hold a grudge? Do you not care about other people unless it involves you and what you can get out of it? See, I believe that the way that you show others Jesus is how you see Jesus. And I think that some of us need a new perspective of who Jesus truly is. How can you be forgiven but not forgive other people? See, I believe that we struggle with showing love and care and forgiveness to other people because we've forgotten what Jesus has done for us. We don't fix our focus on him. Then the second question I want to ask you is, what does he look like in your life? Kind of playing off of that of how you show people Jesus is how you see him. Well, what does he look like in your life? Be honest with yourself. What does he truly look like in your life? If someone were to look at you, would they see Jesus in your life? If someone were to hear you speak, would they hear Jesus in your life? If someone were to look at your relationships, would they see a relationship with Jesus in it? If someone saw what you did in private, would they see Jesus in it? Whenever they see you out in public, do they see Jesus in you? Just be honest with yourself. What does he look like in your life? How are you showing other people Jesus? Now listen, this is nothing to be ashamed about, nothing to be embarrassed about whatsoever. I'll be honest with you all. How many of you all can say, man, I read my Bible every single day? No, I feel you. I feel you. Honestly, it's tough. It's hard. It's like, man, I don't really do it. And I want you to think about it. You're admitting like, man, I don't really read it every day. And guess what? You're here at youth. What about those who have never even came to church before? Do you think that they're reading the Bible more than you? Like, honestly, people who don't even go to church, do you think that they're reading it more than you? No. And guess what? Sometimes you're the only Bible that someone will read. Sometimes you're the only Jesus that someone will see. What Jesus are you showing them? What does he look like in your life? And ask yourself this question. If someone were to read your life, would they want to know you're Jesus? If someone were to read your life, would they want to know you're Jesus? If not, it's probably because you had the wrong idea and the wrong perspective of Jesus. It's probably because you haven't fixed your focus back on Jesus and who he truly is. What does he look like in your life? What are some things in your life that you need to adjust to get your priorities straight, to say, man, you know what? I haven't really been doing this. Man, I really do need to work on reading my Bible. Man, I really do need to work on having a conversation with him. Man, I really do need to surround myself with people who are going to draw me closer to Jesus. Because if I'm being honest, man, I really haven't. And don't wait for the summer to be over. We're kicking off summer, man. I'm excited for summer. I got my pool ready to go. I'm ready to go swim. I am pumped for summer. But summertime isn't the time to take off from showing people Jesus. This really challenged me to, man, I need to show people Jesus this summer. Man, what a perfect opportunity. I need to show people Jesus in my lifestyle and on my social media, in the way that I act, in the way that I speak, in what I watch and where I go. On the ball court, on the ball field. I need to show people Jesus. Because, man, sometimes it's only Jesus that they'll ever see. See, the enemy likes to fill our minds with lies. He likes to fill our minds with lies that, man, our past, man, you messed up one too many times. Man, he likes to remind us of our failures. And see, in John 14, verse 6, it says that he is the way, the truth, and the life. See, the enemy wants to remind you of your past, but Jesus wants to show you your path. The enemy wants to remind you of all the things you've done and, man, how you haven't taken it seriously and how, man, it's just so easy just to relax. And he wants to remind you of that, man, you couldn't reach anyone. Let's be honest. Man, you just went from 5th grade to 6th grade. Who are you going to influence? I have seen Jesus change family trees in middle schoolers and in high schoolers. And Jesus wants to use you. Don't let the enemy's lies keep you from that. Jesus says he is the truth. And if you're believing these lies and living out these lies, then you probably don't have your focus fixed on Jesus, because if you see him as the truth, then the truth will replace the lies. Then you will become set free. But see, so often, he wants to make us feel like we're a disappointment. Even right now, I could almost guarantee that whenever you said, yeah, I don't really read my Bible, that some of y'all felt like a failure. You felt like you disappointed God. Man, I'm not doing enough. I haven't done enough. I need to do. I need to work. I need to do. I need to work. Man, I'm just a disappointment. And I know I've said it before, but I want you to know that you cannot disappoint God. You can't. You cannot disappoint God. What do you mean you can't disappoint God? I've messed up. I made mistakes. I don't even read my Bible. I don't pray. I'm not showing people Jesus. I'm not doing it. You can't disappoint him though, because guess what? You can't catch him off guard. And to disappoint God, you have to catch him off guard. And I can guarantee that tonight he wasn't looking and going, I can't believe they're not reading their Bible. He knew it. He knew what you were saying. He knew what you've done. He knows what you're gonna do. And guess what? Jesus still came, he still died, and he rose again for you. Despite you feeling like a disappointment. Despite these things, Jesus said, no, I love them that much. So I ask you, what does Jesus look like in your life? Who is Jesus to you? See, because as we go on in Matthew 16, 15, and 16, Jesus said, but what about you? Who do you say I am? Simon Peter answered and said, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Who is Jesus to you? Whenever someone looks at your life and reads your life, would they want to know your Jesus? Can you honestly say that, man, I've been focused on him? Who is Jesus to you? With every head bowed, every eye closed, no one looking around, no one peeking. Who is Jesus to you here tonight? Who is Jesus to you? On a personal level, it's not your friend's faith, but your own. It's not your parents' faith, but your own. Who is Jesus to you personally? Is he someone that you've just kind of heard about and learned about? And you know all the right answers, but you don't really know him. See, I believe there's two kinds of people in the room. Maybe you've given your life to Jesus, but man, your focus hasn't really been on him and you kind of haven't been living the way that he has called you to. It's not too late. Man, fix your focus back on him. John 10:10 tells us that we have a better life because of him. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but he's came to give you a better life. And with him, you can experience this better life. Fix your focus back on him. Put him first in your life. But maybe I asked that question and tonight you're kind of like, man, I don't really know. Like, I don't know who Jesus truly is to me. That's because you haven't had a personal relationship with him. And tonight, God's been dealing with you. And tonight, you're ready for your faith to become your own, and you see Jesus just a little bit differently. You don't see him as a man who came and died and is still in the tomb, but no, you see him as a man who came, died, and rose again and is alive, and because of him, we can live. And if that's you and you've never given your life to Jesus and you're ready to declare him as Lord of your life, Lord of your life, I'm going to ask you to say this prayer with me. And listen, maybe you come in here tonight and maybe the enemy's filling your mind with right now that, man, but people are going to know. Man, people are going to know the way I've been living, or people are going to know that, hey, I've been going to the church for a while. And they've kind of already thought that I was saved. No one's going to be disappointed in you. No one's going to look at you in a bad way. They're going to celebrate with you. So if that's you here tonight and you're ready to give your life over to Jesus, I'm going to ask you to say this prayer with me. Just say, God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. I've blown it. I've messed up. I've sinned. But Jesus, I believe that you came. I believe that you died. And Jesus, I believe that you rose again. Please forgive me of my sins. And Jesus, as best as I know how, I declare you as Lord of my life. And if that's you, with every head bowed, every eye closed, I'm gonna count to 3. And if that's you, I'm just gonna ask you to raise your hand. No one's looking around. No one's gonna embarrass you. We just wanna know so we can be praying for you, so we can help you on this journey with Jesus. And if that's you, 1, know that I am so proud of you. Know that I am here with you. 2, that really just happened. Don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. And 3, if that's you and you just prayed that prayer, if you would, lift your hand. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I want you to know that Jesus loves you. He has a better life for you. And how you see him will truly change everything in your life for the better. Even through the hard times, you'll have hope and peace and comfort because that's who he is. God, we just come to you right now. We just thank you so much, God, just for this time that we have together. God, we thank you for sending your son, Jesus, so that we could live. Thank you for sending that sacrifice for us. God, thank you for loving us that much that despite our mistakes and whatever we may have gone through, that God, you looked at us and you smiled and you chose us. God, thank you. God, I just pray that you would leave here with us. You would give us the boldness and the courage to show who you truly are, Jesus. Point others to Jesus so that their life could be forever changed. God, we love you. We thank you. We praise you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.